2025 is almost here, and I have 6 social media predictions for libraries in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Hi, everyone. My name is Angela Hursh. If you're new here, I run a blog. It's called superlibrarymarketing.com. Before we get into today's topic, I love to highlight libraries doing fun and unique things in marketing, and we call those kudos on the show. So I'm going to give away kudos first. Today's Kudos Award goes to the Shasta Public Library. Tyler from Shasta Public Library wrote in to say, to encourage people to sign up for a library card and use our Libby app, we installed a 17-foot billboard inside the waiting area of our local regional airports. So after a person clears security, they have to sit in this room until the flight arrives. This is the only advertisement inside the room. Brilliant idea. It's also a fantastic ad. I put a link down below. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it in the description. If you're watching on LinkedIn, it'll be in the comments. So you can see this billboard. It's big, it's clear, it's got a clear call to action. I really love it. So thank you, Tyler, for writing in and sharing that billboard, and kudos to your library, Shasta Public Library. Let's talk about these 6 social media predictions for 2025. As you probably know, we're all the way through our social media guide for 2025 for libraries, but I found this article on social media today and I pulled out a couple of the predictions because I thought they were relevant to libraries. So here are the 6 things that social media today thinks are going to change in 2025 and what they mean for your library. Social media prediction number 1 is Facebook and its commitment to AI. Meta is spending billions on improving AI. So social media today thinks that there's going to be a rise in the amount of AI that's integrated into Facebook, which is interesting because, as you may remember, if you're as old as I am, when social media was invented, it was supposed to be a way to create human connections. But AI is entering many different parts of our lives. So I think we can watch to see more AI integrated in the platform. Prediction number 2 is also about Facebook. They predict that Meta is going to continue to put a focus on video content on Facebook. They actually added a new video tab on Facebook recently for this purpose. If your library is not posting video on Facebook, this is a good year to start. I also believe that Facebook is going to give videos an organic boost. Social media prediction number 3 has to do with Instagram, which is also owned by Meta. And so social media today believes that there is going to also be more AI integration into Instagram. In particular, they believe that some of these AI pieces are going to be part of the filters that you can use to edit photos and video, as well as those creative elements that you can get. They look like a sticker up at the top. They think there's going to be more AI involved in all of those creative elements. Prediction number 4 is about Threads, which is also owned by Meta. And the folks at social media today believe that in the wake of the US election, with the majority of concerns about the divisive nature of that election easing, they believe Meta is going to begin to explore ways to lessen its penalties on organic reach for posts that are about political things. Now, what does this have to do with your library? I predict that this is going to make the conversation on Threads be very similar to Twitter and maybe more toxic. Prediction number 5 is about LinkedIn. And social media today believes that LinkedIn is going to be the only platform possibly that is pulling back on its integration with AI. It may even remove some of its existing AI elements, according to this article, which I think is interesting. But the point is that LinkedIn is more about showing off your skills. And in order to do that, you don't want AI as part of that. You want, when you are looking for a new position or somebody to hire, or if you're trying to gauge the professionalism of an expert, you want to authentically know their skills without having to worry that AI has enhanced them. So that makes sense to me. Prediction number 6 is also about LinkedIn. And social media today believes that video consumption on LinkedIn is going to rise, with video posts generating 40% more engagement on average versus text updates. So LinkedIn is probably going to put more focus on video as the other platforms have as well. They're also going to maybe do some organic reach boosting for live events, which I talked about in the social media guide for LinkedIn. So check that out. I'll put a link to all of my social media guides down below in the comments. But I'm just curious, after all of these predictions, what do you think is going to happen with social media in 2025? I would love to hear your predictions. Let us know down in the comments and let's get a conversation started. And that's it for today's episode of the Library Marketing Show. My channel, though, is full of other tips for library marketing. I hope you want to learn more. And if so, head on over to this next video. I'll meet you there.